Hi everyone, this is Mr. Kikuchi's class rules and expectations presentation. I will also go through Year 10 chemistry course overview in this presentation. There you go. Hi, I'm Mr. Kikuchi. I'm in senior school, block 3. Office room is 3G06, as you can see. If you want to contact me via email, would be the greatest way to contact me. So please leave any message to the Ryota Kikuchi at Tyndale, blah blah blah. Subjects that I teach, I've got year 10 to 12 chemistry, and also 11 and 12 design and engineering subjects. I'm also a year 12 RKI pasture care teacher, so I'm fairly busy this year. I am Japanese, and I spent 20 years of my life in Japan, finished high school over there and came over here after high school as well. So yeah, it's been quite some time being here. I finished uni and working as a teacher, and I love doing that. Now, for my classes, I always go through what Mr. Potter or other pasture care leaders might have shown you these. I'm a Tyndalian, and I would like you to think that you would be getting the same sort of sense from my lectures and my courses. Now, I would like to keep pushing and promoting the idea that we are intentionally Christian. Even in science classes, for some of you, it might sound a bit weird, but yeah, I know how they can coexist. I did science as a degree before becoming Christian, and I chose to be a Christian after that. So yeah, hopefully I can give you some gist of that, how I, as a scientist or science person, see the world with Christian view as well. Intentionally excellent. Now, any subject might be hard, but chemistry might be exceptionally hard for you. But that's all right. I want you to try promoting being excellent in a subject, even if it meant not doing so well in the subject-wise, but giving a go, giving 100% to the subject. By doing so, what you can get is the lifelong learning. Skills that you can use in other subjects. That's what I believe anyway. Like being able to work safely with dangerous chemicals and equipment. Or skills in even just trying and attempting the hard stuff, difficult stuff. That is a skill that you can use in other subjects. So yeah, I would highly encourage you to try giving a go in everything that you get to do. RISE, you know what it means: respect, integrity, service, and excellence. Yeah, I would like you to keep promoting, keep acting as a Tyndalian to promote the idea of RISE. Community, yes, it's going to be looking very different in online settings, online environment. But I would like you to still stick to, respect, integrity, serving others through the community that we can develop in these classes. Pastoral care, if you have any concern, issue, and if I couldn't pick out, you should be letting me know so I can provide some sort of pastoral care. Yeah, please do so. I'm not a psychic. Let alone doing that online is going to be very hard. So if you have any issue that you're going through, do let me know. You can negotiate as long as you can let me know what happened or what's happening in your life outside of this subject. So please do so. That leads into well-being. It is an important thing that you are feeling healthy and you can bounce back from any negative things that's happening around you and in your life. So yeah, please let me know. Talk to me. Talk to your other teachers if you have any concern or issue in your life. Going back to the school value, intentionally inclusive. Yeah, if you're being respectful and if you're promoting the idea of community, treat each other, treat your neighbor with good intention, so we can all be inclusive. Let's try doing that in class, even if it's an online environment. Next slide. So I also sort of mentioned a school vision, but something that I wanted to focus on, there's another thought, the ones that I have underlined there. So we want the school community to be somewhere that prepares students to move into life beyond the school and being confident and competent in their chosen field. We are Pathway School. We want to promote the idea of you finding your own pathway, the right pathway for your skill level and what your interest is. Sometimes they don't match up with each other. Sometimes you don't agree. Like for myself, I failed year 10 math, year 11 math, year 12 math. I failed year 10 English as well. Now I sometimes teach math in English. If you keep trying, you might find a way to use whatever that you may have not felt that as strong point of your skills or yourself. But yeah, I found a way to integrate both of that into my life. For me, it was teaching because science was my love, and I'm doing that right now. Now, hopefully, you can find the right pathway for you. Even if chemistry was not the thing, you can still get lifelong skill that you can develop from this subject, and that hopefully help you to find your right pathway. Okay, so that's school vision. Now, I break down RISE, especially the respect and also service and community and being safe, well-being, being important. I kind of made this into 3 sort of rights that we all have, including myself. To be safe is the first thing. Now, you may not be handling chemicals and equipment since you're being on online, and we'll be having online content delivery. But I still want you to think that that's applicable to your life. For chemical handling, we do talk about chemicals inside your workforces. If you have got workplaces, I'm pretty sure the cleaning detergent have got SDS, safety data sheet, or how to handle some of the chemicals that you might use for cleaning in household. May have got the warning signs and stuff. I want you to be able to work with them in a safe manner and doing that in keeping your safety. To be heard, yes, one person at a time rule applies. If we are having a discussion, or if I ask you guys a question in class, to be heard is very important. If you were physically in my class, I'll be doing the same thing. I would ask you a question and one person talk. If you have a question, I would like other people to be hearing your questions as well. So let's promote that community aspect. Right to have fun while learning. Now, this is me. I love learning while I'm having fun, and vice versa. While having fun, I'm learning. I would like you to develop, a skill to be able to do that as well. So let's see if you can have fun while learning. Now, by the way, your fun, the definition of fun might be a bit different because I'm a chemistry geek. Organization, please. Be on your laptop, otherwise you won't be seeing me during the Zoom meetings. Textbook and notebook. Now we are in the process of preparing textbook online, but you should still have physical copy of Pearson Science 10. You should be also organizing your folder. Now that folder refers to probably online folder in OneDrive for online learning if you're continuing to do online learning. And other lesson materials, like I might ask you to print out something if you have access to printer, but you should be taking notes on paper. So you want some sort of physical folder somewhere so you don't lose any of those loose paper pieces. Now, you won't be waiting at the door, but you should be ready for any Zoom meetings 10 minutes before or 5 minutes before even, so you can have a bit of time to sign in, wait for me to start the lesson, and let's make that as a standard thing. If you come in late, you'll be disturbing, stopping me from talking, or stopping someone else to be asking a question. So please be on time for any scheduled meetings that we have. More than 5 minutes late, well, we have lunchtime detention. That's what usually happens in class, but well, we'll see how that can go. Communication. You should be contacting me via email, Canvas. Now, if it's a question that you can share with rest of the class, please use the discussion. If not, you can send me an email or inbox message function in Canvas. Yeah, your responsibility is to keep checking the above. So keep checking your email, keep checking Canvas page, because I use announcements to make announcements for weekly basis, and all the tasks will be in the announcement. Okay. You need to also learn how to construct emails, write emails with the right manner, online etiquette. Here's some example. You should have a subject. You need help with homework, appropriate subject line, appropriate punctuation like comma after Dear Mr. Kikuchi. Respectful language. Now it says, I'm having trouble with question 2 on page blah. Can I please have some hints so I can tackle this question? I'll be saying, sure, I won't give you answer anyway. So I will be just guiding you to have a read at some sections of a textbook or something. And showing gratitude, saying thank you, kind regards, common practice. Yeah, that's what people do. Kind regards and comma. Your name needs to be there too. Now, we recommend you to do 10 to 15 hours of homework per week. This is for all the subjects. Therefore, 2 to 3 hours of science, chemistry. Individual study time is expected. Now, you'd have to, that's a recommended homework time, okay? It's excluding the class time that you get. Now, you will probably be watching me talking and taking notes to your book or paper, whatever. But that's not the end. If you take notes, that's not your knowledge yet, okay? Knowledge and understanding develops once you go over those things and do questions, all right? Otherwise, that will not become useful skills and knowledge for you. So I'm expecting you to spend more time or doing and finishing worksheets that I provide and things like that. What I'm also trying to say is that the tasks that you can do outside of lecture note taking, all right, is things like memorizing terms, spend time on them, and the definitions that you get in videos, all right, you should try not only memorizing but also applying to other contexts, okay? If you want to spend more time and try to get better understanding of things, you should read my lecture notes and also textbook, okay? Because the lecture notes that I use, yes, I use them, but what I write on the board is actually something that I would like you to take note of. There are so many links for the YouTube videos, so many other the graphics that help you to understand the context of what I'm talking about in the lecture notes that I've got. Hope that's making sense, okay? So if you are just copying what I write on the board, that's going to be just a minimal amount of work, all right? If you need to, if you want to understand, or if you didn't understand what I meant by certain things, okay? I need you to go to lecture notes, have a read more, hear it again, see it again, read aloud. That usually help me anyway. It also says plan your study schedule and try to stick to it. I recommend you to waking up at the normal school time. So by 8:30, you should be ready for a home group sort of thing. Organize yourself, be in front of a computer, and at 8:45 onwards, excuse me, if you have planned lesson for chemistry, try to do chemistry work during that planned timetabled chemistry time. All right, submitting work, we'll probably talk about it later on, but Canvas is what I usually use for all the file submission. Please don't send through email. Hopefully it doesn't get lost. But yeah, Canvas keeps everything that you submit. So that's a recommended platform. All right, finally, your job is to keep trying to enjoy what I learn. Fun or joy in learning is essential for success. Keep trying to enjoy what you go through. My secret is that I've got such a good positive self-talk. I just keep convincing myself that I'm having fun. This is all right. This is fine. I'm having fun with this, even though it's quite a boring task that I have to do. So yeah, try having a go at positive self-talk so you can keep motivating yourself. Now, if you have any question, please do send me a question or just share your question to the discussion board available in Canvas discussion. All right. Now let's move on to this. Let me just bring that back. All right. I will give you a link somewhere, probably in the announcement, to get to this Year 10 Chemistry outline. Now, it's got big ideas 1 and 2, which is straight off from taken off from the ACARA Australian curriculum website. And also, you've got week by week sort of activity happening. There you go. So, yeah, as you can see that week 9 and 10 are sort of emptied, which is intentional because usually we get 1 week off and public holidays, so things get shifted a bit. Okay, so by the end of week 9, you'll be finishing off Unit 3 and should be able to do some exam revision. All right, looking at week 1 there, we are going through Unit 1, which is the Science Investigation Skills, SIS for short, and also Rates of Reactions. If you look at the Assessment Tasks column at the end, it says there will be an online key competency test, so you can figure out what expected knowledge I have, you have. So I can tell where you're at with chemistry sort of knowledge, and you will submit a practical report. Now, this is usually where I ask students to come up with their own practical and conduct it, take results, discuss it, evaluate it, and write a conclusion about. Now, obviously, we won't be doing that at school. This needs to be done at home. So, see how that goes. I might give you a sample practical that you can do at home, and you change that into your own practical by changing a factor. So like instead of changing a temperature to increase the reaction rate, you might change concentration. You might change particle size, which is surface area. We'll see about that. All right. When that's done, we'll move on to Unit 2, which is the periodic table. Now, it's a knowledge-based sort of unit. So you will have a test. So if I scroll down here, it says, there you go. That's a formative test. Unit 2, periodic table. So I will probably make a test on a lockdown browser that you can attempt, okay? I might be watching you through Zoom conference or through lockdown browser itself. when you do the quiz. Okay, so yeah, that's what will happen. And in Unit 3, you will develop your knowledge on top of that. Unit 3 is called chemical reactions. So you'll be going through a series of different types of chemical reactions, and at the end of that, there will be some sort of practical test. Let me just disappear myself. Practical test is a summative there as well. Yeah, this one here. Now, normally I ask students to conduct 3 different experiments and write observations and discuss it, write chemical equations, and classify the reaction into different types, which I was able to do when students were here, but I would have to probably do it as pre-recorded experiments, and you take note of it and do the rest on, again, online quiz sort of format. So that's what will happen, and that's pretty much what it is for the rest of the term. All right. So hopefully, yeah, you get the gist of what chemistry is about. If you want to continue to chemistry next year, C+ or higher, without any adjustment in the grade is a, what do you call that? Is the requirement, is the minimal amount of achievement that you need to have. Okay. Exam that will happen at the end of semester is going to be also part of the course grade. So yeah, please have a go and yeah, try your best in that as well. All right, that's the end of first video. Sorry it went a bit long, but I had to go through that, all the expectations and course outline. So I'll see you in the next video.